Hi, Virgo. It's Jen here. Thank you so much for joining me. So, the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Three of Cups. So, whenever the High Priestess comes out, she's really asking you to go within, to look inside yourself for answers, for questions, even just to really get in touch with yourself and listening to those, those hunches, those gut feelings, those thoughts that just pop into your heads, or the things that catch your eye, and take note of them and consider them and kind of let them marinate and ruminate on them and see if there just might be something there that you're sort of missing, that you just are sort of, you're just skimming the surface. Really go deep into this water she's scrying into, and really trying to figure out what certain things mean to you, and not just to brush aside those gut feelings, or those coincidences, or the things that just keep coming up that you just cast aside, be just coincidences, but something more important or something deeper. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like for some of you, this card keeps coming up and over again. For me, this card, it's traditionally known as the Apprentice card, so it can vary on a very practical level mean starting a new training, study program, learning how to do something artistic or something like that. But for me, it's really all about finding something you do that is where you're completely present when you're doing it. It's something you love to do. It's something that you do in your free time, in your spare time, and is almost a sort of a spiritual experience, a meditative experience. And it can be anything. It can be something active. It can be something like a walk in the woods. It can be running. It could be something artistic, or something where you're working with your hands. It could be gardening, knitting, singing, whatever. So I think having these underlying card, and then you have the Three of Cups. This is about a celebration. Maybe you'll be out with others celebrating, just gathering with people. You could have weddings or graduations or things like that to go to, which makes sense because it's May, or at a Memorial Day party. Perhaps some synchronicity or something that you've sort of been brushing aside is going to hit you when you're out with others, and to really pay attention to that this month. Hold the seeds to something significant in your life. On the top row, we have three major arcana. We have, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the 9 cards in this main group are major cards. And then 1 out of these so we have 7 major arcana, so that's a big deal. We have the Empress, so she's all about nurturing. It's funny, we have the King of Pentacles in the middle, and on either side we have the Empress and the Emperor, and then on the other diagonal we have the Devil. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but the devil is all it comes up. It's all about our inner demons, those negative patterns, those things we do which are not, that for some reason just seem to come up over and over again, that are not healthy, that are not helpful, but we can't seem to entirely get rid of. And I think part of the thing with the devil is to not so much be like, oh, the devil, my God, I have to get a handle on this. But just to understand, it's sort of just part of it. Like the dark side is just part of life. And you just sort of have to, keep it at arm's length, keep it at bay, but understand that, we're never going to get entirely get rid of it. I mean, we are animals on some, we are animals, and sort of those instinctive parts of us are always going to be there. And it's the best thing we can do is just to be aware of that and to just be conscious of it and make sure we're working our best to keep our negative thoughts, our negative habits, and just be aware of them and try to do our best to stay on top of them. And then we have the Empress and the Emperor here. And so that they are the male female, sort of the same energy. So the way the Empress works is she's very grounded. She's very calm, and she doesn't force things. She nurtures things. She gently nudges and guides and is there for people to go to, but she doesn't necessarily actively go out and try to tell someone what to do or try to meddle or make them do something different than they want to do. She see, oh, that person has a talent for photography, and gently encourage, but if they're not into it, that's okay. Or maybe there's something else in the photography field. Maybe they that they're interested. Maybe they are able to frame photographs, just sort of helping people find their niche, find their Eight of Pentacles. And maybe some of you are good at helping other people find what feeds their soul. And the Emperor's energy, though, is more of, he needs to make decisions. So if someone is having trouble making decision, or it's more of a group, though, he will look at the big picture and make the decision that's best for the most people, best for the overall good. So there's sort of this balancing of keeping our dark side at bay, but then nurturing and making solid decisions, like trying to balance that as well. There's some sort of healing taking place this month for some of you. And we also, it's interesting, we have the Fool here. So to me, the Fool with the star is very much about going for your dreams, following your dreams, taking a leap of faith, striking out into new territory, and in taking a chance on yourself. And that could very much be what the Devil card, the double Devil cards are about, is whenever we are trying to create new things in our life, it's so easy for us to just, before we even do the very first step of trying to embark on something new, is our inner demon, our inner devil is like, you can't do that. It's not going to work. What about this? What about that? What about, and we can just become paralyzed and never go anywhere. Now, the Knight of Swords is not going to take any crap from the devil. Look at him. He's ready to do battle. He has a sword out, and he's going to tell those negative thoughts with this very clear thinking where to go. And he's going to strike out anyway. He's going, as in, strike out on a new adventure. So there's a lot of sort of duality I see going on here this month, that you really want to start something new, but it's trying to balance all these different energies. And the final card I haven't talked about is actually another 3. It's the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Stones, and it's titled Creativity. So that goes back to the 8 of Pentacles, and the Empress card for me is just nurture your creativity. Go down whatever new path, whatever path you have to take to foster and nurture this creative side of yourself, because it's going to feed your soul, and And you may start the Empress, but you end up the Emperor, which to me is sort of a metaphor for being the leader in your own life and taking charge and making things happen. So you need to pay attention to your intuition this month to really find that thing that just grabs you, that calls to you, and then you want to nurture it. Oh, it's funny. I by accident I put the Three of Stones up here and the Fool down here, and I kind of love that because it's like, okay, you're nurturing with the Empress, you're starting to work on your creativity, and then the Devil pops up. But then it's like you're wishing on your star again. Maybe you'll have this central character. This could be you guys. Could be an earth sign or someone with a lot of strong earth sign qualities. He's also he's just a very stable man, and he's also a man of means, hard work, and very practical. So you could call upon this person or this energy for advice during the month. But then it's like, here you are again. It's like, yes, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to keep wishing on my star. And then it's like the Devil crops up again. So you just be very mindful of those negative thought patterns that are holding you back. And then you're like, no, screw it. I'm going for it. With the Fool, you're going to go for it and be the leader in your own life and make decisions based on what's the best, overall best for you. You're not going to make everyone happy. It doesn't mean you have to be callous and selfish, but be careful that other people don't make you feel selfish because you changing is outside of their own comfort zone. But I think the real key is really going within, really deep, and really meditating and listening to what you truly want deep down inside and what you have perhaps been suppressing. So thanks so much for watching, Virgo, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.